Have you ever wanted to hang around and be coached by 6 and 7 figure real estate investors so you can skip all those how-to courses, books, tapes, blogs, get right to flipping properties for $5, $10, $15, even $20,000 paydays so that you can finally start living that ideal lifestyle? Let me guess, you bought another how-to courses that make all kinds of promises just to end up getting thoroughly disappointed by broken promises and those insane upsells. Have you ever wondered if those courses and coaches are so good, why don't they just give it to you for free and then let you pay them once you flipped your first deal or just split the profits? But there's a catch. There's always a catch, isn't there? Come to find out, that private coaching costs $15,000 to $50,000 and you don't even meet the guy. Then you do a little research just to learn that's not even the guru that you get to work with, but some kid reading out of the same damn book that you already have. Are you into real estate to make that kind of money, not spend it? What's up? I'm Justin WIlmot, a successful real estate investor who's been buying and flipping properties for over 10 years. I've bought and sold over $40 million worth of real estate, and I'm the creator and founder of the newest technique to wholesale properties 100% online, which has literally taken the country by storm. So recently, I was asked that same question. Justin, why don't you just teach me exactly what you do for free? At first, I was angry, considering the cheapest program out there costs $15,000. Then I realized it was right. I created a company called Freedom Moguls. Its sole purpose is to revolutionize how people learn to flip properties. So here's what I decided to do. Take that guy up on his challenge and invite you into our online virtual mastermind where you get coached and supported by fellow 6 and 7 figure investors, including myself, for free. Well, kinda. I'm gonna give you a 30-day trial to join the virtual mastermind. Then, if you like it, you stay. Sound fair? And don't worry, this is not the first time that we have helped others make 6 figures wholesaling houses. See, showing you my own checks like this, that's one thing. Or the slews of bank wires. But it is way cooler to show you students of mine like this. Meet Cy Anthony, who I personally coached until he left his 9-to-5. And now he is a full-time investor making 6 figures a year. He's just one of dozens of successful 6-figure full-time investors in the virtual Freedom Moguls Mastermind. So I'm known as the most successful virtual real estate wholesaling surfer on planet Earth. Now, the truth is, I never intentionally meant to be known as that guy. You see, I've bought and sold millions of dollars in real estate, but the reality is, I'm just a simple surfer. I didn't set out on some grand master plan to flip 400 plus houses and then have the opportunity to inspire and train and coach the entire country to do the same. It's just something that happened. The truth is, I just wanted to surf better waves, and that's it. It just happens to be that the best waves in the world are not in my hometown beach of Flagler Beach, Florida. They're on the other side of the world, the places that I want to be, like Bali, Indonesia, the Mentawais. And the truth is, it takes cheddar, it takes cake, cash to get there and stay there comfortably. I don't know about you, but I like traveling for long periods of time, not worrying about the finances to fund it, ever. I like to enjoy myself, kick up my feet, and absorb the new cultures. To do that, it takes a specific business model. See, I knew most self-made millionaires were involved in real estate. I said, hey, well, if I want to travel the world at any time of the year and have ultimate freedom and never worry about money, I got to learn this real estate thing. There it was, my friends. That is what set me on the path to where we are today. I just wanted to surf better waves for longer periods of time. You see, before buying and selling over $40 million in real estate and operating a successful real estate investing company, I had no college education, nothing really going on for me. Let me paint the picture for you. Here's what was going on. The real estate market had took its biggest year-over-year reduction in history. As a young entrepreneur that owned and operated a yacht detailing business at the time, I had no idea what chaos and turmoil was laying ahead for me. I had no idea the client that accounted for 90% of all my business was about to go bankrupt. I also had no idea that it was all going to be perfectly timed right when I was going to get married to the love of my life, my high school sweetheart. I really had no idea this would all result in a loss of every worldly possession that I had worked my tail off in order to get. I'm talking the loss of our first home that we bought together, nearly every single dollar in the bank account, and worse. I got to the point where I laid awake at night every night just trying to process the financial nightmare that I was in. I remember one night in particular, I was lying there next to my wife, literally crying. She grabbed my arm and she told me, "Justin, it's going to be okay. You have succeeded before and you will again." That night, I looked her in the eyes and I told her that I am going to live up to be the man that I know I can be. You see, I realized that I was not dumb. I wasn't lacking anything. See, as all this was going on, I was watching all these younger real estate investors successfully flipping houses on like social media and Facebook. I'm watching the houses they're flipping. I'm watching them thrive. I'm watching them live life. Hell, they were walking around with t-shirts that said, "What recession?" I'll tell you what. That right there inspired me. It made me want to learn from them. And you see, I realized that I was playing small. I realized that I was playing a sad little story in my mind. And the only person stopping me from seeing success was myself. I started buying courses, reading blogs, and trying to figure out this real estate investing thing, all to no avail. But then I had an epiphany. I knew if I could just somehow get around one of those guys, I could observe what they did, associate with them so I can duplicate their results, how they spoke, what their daily habits were like, and what kind of person they were, how they operated in the world in order to become who they are, what their secrets were. I was certain that I could absolutely duplicate it. They were nothing special, and they would say it themselves over and over. If I could just associate with them for real, not just through the books and courses, I could find out their secrets once and for all. Well, then I found out that it costs an insane amount of money to get to personally know one of them. So again, I just continued to follow them online and on social media. I bought more courses, read their blogs, watched the videos. I would scrape up credit cards and buy more of their books and courses just so that I could get closer. I even private messaged many of these gurus in hopes that they would respond and shed some light on what the secrets were to getting results. Not even one responded. I just wanted to hear from them. Yes, it can be done. Move forward. See, I was getting beat down and starting to lose hope again. I knew that there was something I was missing. It was that personal connection that I was not getting from those books and courses. I was done with the shiny object syndrome and I wanted a change. And I needed to get in the club. All of these how-to courses were absolutely confusing the heck out of me. I felt like I was just getting further and further away and more confused. The more I learned, the further away it seemed I got from success, the less confident that I got. Eventually, I finally found a coach. There was something about this guy that I just trusted. I scraped up every penny I could on a credit card and I hired him as a coach. I listened to everything he told me, and as they say, the rest is history. Within weeks, I did my first real estate transaction. It was a HUD property, which is a government-owned property that I flipped and made almost $9,000 on. Now, let me tell you, it was truly the first time I had felt hope in over 2 years, and it felt good. What's crazy, though, is I was not even that excited about the $9,000 check that I had in my lap. It was more about knowing wholesaling houses could be done with none of my own cash or credit, and it was officially real. I knew that I could scale this and start living the life and providing for my family. See, I'll never forget, as I'm driving back from the closing attorney that day, my heart was beating out of my chest and the world around me outside of my car became almost still, like a blur, as if I was just observing the world rather than in it. See, now that I have broken this barrier, I thought to myself, what took so long? Then it hit me like a brick. There really is something going on. There was something that I was not being told during the struggle to get to this point. See, there's something that you are not being told. All this information and all these other gurus with all these courses are hurting you, not helping you. Look, here's the truth. If you were anything like me, buying courses and experiencing shiny object syndrome and getting no real results, it is not your fault. And here is why. It's really simple. Those real estate gurus purposely bombard you with outdated information and too much of it. Intentionally. It's just the truth. See, they know that the more information they just dump on you, it makes you feel like you're advancing. It makes you feel that you are now getting data you need to know in order to get one step closer. But in reality, it's doing nothing but giving you more of the same and creating a case of what we call shiny object syndrome. It pulls you further and further, which only makes you want to buy more courses. That, my friends, is the big conspiracy. That is what they do to make you just keep buying one more course. That is what you need to stand up against. It is not your fault. There are so many pretender fake gurus that do nothing but regurgitate the same outdated info and then scream at you to buy their crap. Anyway, once I figured this all out, I started flipping houses like hotcakes. I was on fire. Heck, in just a few months, I immediately, after that first deal, flipped 14 properties. Next thing you know, I built up quite the reputation, and private lenders started recognizing what I was doing. Completely unintendedly, I was building credibility, and people in the community were watching. See, I didn't know any of that was going on, but they started approaching me, wanting to learn what I was doing, and just respected how I was profiting so much in such a chaotic economic time. Soon after, I started buying and renovating and flipping properties like crazy throughout Central and North Florida. I'm talking 3 to 6 renovations going on per month, every month. Now, after years of feasting, the foreclosures started slowing down, and my deals were getting slimmer. The economy started to get better, and more buyers were coming into the market, which created more competition. So I saw income start to slow. I needed to switch directions with my business and start going with the flow. So one day I sat back, I went to the drawing board, and I re-engineered a new direction. I created a smarter way to start wholesaling again, not just buying, fixing, and flipping. Then we started implementing simple systems. Then we started handing those systems off to virtual assistants to perform most of those daily tasks for us. We started flipping contracts all over the place with very little involvement on my end and still no money out of pocket. It was a much better ideal lifestyle than buying and renovating properties. And it finally helped me get my life back. I'll never forget that one relationship that inspired this entirely new business model for us. See, at one point, I had created a local real estate investors association, a local community or mastermind, if you will. And I started showing those members how I was flipping houses now. Mainly how I was just flipping the real estate contracts. Well, one of those members came to me with a great deal one day that they had under contract. Next thing I know, we partnered up and we split the profits, meaning he brought me the deal and I sold that deal to one of my cash investor buyers, which is just flipping the contract. And we made almost $15,000 and split that baby 50-50. What was amazing is I only put about 45 minutes of work into that deal, so $7,500 in 45 minutes, that's a good ROI. Then I started showing other local friends who were interested. Well, those people started getting amazing results from that information. Then a few other weird things started to happen. Family members and friends were getting in the business and they were taking their financial life back into control again. I was just sharing my experience and information with people without any expectations. I was getting, and still do, invited out to lunch and coffee often. Heck, 2 people were fresh out of the military. One of them was in during the Afghanistan war. One that I remember very well, his name was Will Buckmaster. And he says right here, after I worked with him, I cashed in a nice payday on a house that I never saw, never met with a seller or buyer, and used none of my own money. I actually never left my house except for walking to my mailbox to pick up the check. I love that story. And there are many more like it. Like Here's Daniel Whitney, who recently just profited or just flipped his very first deal. And at the bottom, he talks about the deal. And then at the bottom, he says, my goal is to go to Florida and hug your neck one of these days. I love it. And Roy Leach, he's another guy. He's done multiple deals. And this one that he's picturing here, that's his check for $12,000. Yeah, buddy. And so many more testimonials, but it would just keep us here forever. So they all wanted financial freedom and not wanting to get in the corporate rat race to work for someone else's dreams. I just gave them everything I could, all the information that I could, and they all went on to flip their first deal and beyond. What's even crazier is when I started sharing my real estate strategies and personally helping others, my own personal relationships with my own wife started to improve. My family relationships started to improve. My physical health started to improve. Heck, I even started finally traveling the world and finally getting to surf those waves that got me into this in the first place. Experiencing cultures, warm, tropical breezes, beautiful beaches with crystal clear water. Epic surf, embracing the cultures everywhere we go, and yes, for at least a month at a time, where my business was not skipping a beat. The money continues to come in, and lives all around me were changing for the better. All from simply collaborating and sharing my personal experiences with them. See, I had always said, when I get to the other side, when I figure out this real estate investing thing, I am going to expose the truth. That's why I have set out on a mission to do just that. And it's why I decided to create an exclusive online mastermind. It's a private online community where other successful real estate investors and six-figure students and friends of mine all hang out. It's where we support each other. And it's how we share our secrets and what's helping now. It's called Freedom Moguls. We are a group of freedomaires collaborating to gain more financial freedom and time freedom for each other. We value time and financial freedom, living our ideal lifestyle over hustling 24/7. See, we want financial freedom now, not to work 24/7 to someday live our dream lifestyle. We achieve this by systematizing and automating our wholesaling houses 100% online. And in the Freedom Moguls community, we all share our secrets to making that happen. That's right. We are a group of freedomaires, all collaborating with each other to gain more financial and time freedom. See, the Freedom Moguls lifestyle is about embracing your ideal lifestyle and building a business around it realistically, simplifying and removing the shiny object syndrome, providing clarity and giving you access to real investors for personal support in real time, anytime, anywhere. No more how-to stuff. It's going to be just do this today, hire this virtual assistant for $3, use this company or service, and you will get the results. It's simple, personal, step by step. No more going at it alone. Obviously, you could go out there and try to do it on your own. Some have, but it's total chaos for them, taking time and money they can't afford to waste. Going at it alone can be like driving to the other side of your town blindfolded and using the guardrails to get there. Let me ask you, would a community of six-figure wholesalers supporting you 24/7 help you? Going at it alone is tough. It took me 8 years to get where I am today, and 8 years to be able to build those relationships, and 8 years to learn through trial and error, and 8 years of actual blood, sweat, and tears, like for real. And I really don't think that most people want to go through that. See, by leveraging all the systems and relationships that I've put into place, by leveraging all the people, the virtual systems, and the scripts that I use, bottom line is, when you join a community with people that are already successful and start leveraging all their help and experience, you're going to shave years of headache and hundreds or thousands of dollars off of your path. See, once you're in the club, you're in the club. See, this would be like immediately tapping into a group of successful investors so that you could literally bypass all the BS that I had to go through. Think about being able to ask any one of us, including myself, who has bought and sold millions of dollars in real estate, any question you want, so you are always crystal clear on what to do and when. Look, often it's just one mental switch. You're just one relationship away. That's all you need in order to make progress today. And without that personal support, it's nearly impossible to make that one switch. So here's what I decided to do. I decided to open up my virtual mastermind to like-minded, hungry, positive, aspiring wholesalers that want to be part of a secret group pushing each other up. See, you get the opportunity to come hang out with me and my fellow six-figure freedom heirs. The first thing you're going to do is get immediate access to the private mastermind group where all of us are out there helping each other. So you can immediately drop in on our conversation to see the real conversations and the step-by-step actions that we are taking to flip houses. You can immediately swipe our resources, contracts, and scripts. You can immediately go in and get access to our previous live masterclass training calls and start making those one simple mental switches for clarity. Second, once you're in, you're going to be given instructions on how to find and get on our live mastermind weekly calls. That's right. Every week we do a live training call that is followed up with Q&As live. Plus, of course, you're going to get immediate access to all the community members that you could message and use for live support. Look, my private one-on-one mentoring calls have sold for years for almost $4,000. The relationships in my online virtual mastermind took me 8 years of experience to create and are worth thousands, if not priceless. Heck, the contracts, the virtual assistants, the referral sheets, and the resources provided in the community alone sell for $297. And these awesome Freedom Mogul, Freedom Heir t-shirts that we have sell for $29. And I have been offered over $5,000 for the digital manual that we use to run our business multiple times by other wholesalers. If you put a real world dollar amount to that, you're at $10,534. So that's the Freedom Moguls weekly live training calls, the mastermind community, live events, the Freedom Moguls t-shirt, lifestyle assessment resources, and our digital manuals up to $10,000 in real world value. And you know what? I just decided something. I'm going to give the next 25 people my newest membership training. It's called Mobile Wholesaling InstaBiz, and it's selling for $647 every day right now. Free bonus right now. It's over 36 training modules right now, step-by-step instructions on how we wholesale houses 100% remotely online. So you're going to get the Freedom Moguls live weekly training calls, Freedom Moguls private mastermind community, live event 50%, Freedom Mogul t-shirts, lifestyle assessment resources, our digital manuals, and now our new InstaBiz mobile wholesaling membership course, which is selling for $647. So that's a total of $11,000, $181. Now, I'm not going to charge you even a fraction of that, but that is what it's worth. Let me ask you before I move on. If all I did was introduce you to one person that funds your next deal, wouldn't that be worth the $11,000? If all this did was help you partner up with somebody where you guys split a $15,000 deal, wouldn't that be worth it? If all this did was help you get your first deal done 10 times faster, 10 times easier than if you were going at it alone, wouldn't it be worth it? Now again, right now, I'm not even going to charge even a remote fraction of that price. Mainly because I just want real A players in this community, because when that happens, we all win. I'm going to invite you into the private online coaching family in all of my live training calls for a ridiculous special trial price of just $47. So that means right now, I'm going to give you access to the Freedom Moguls weekly live training calls, the Freedom Moguls private mastermind community, access to the live events for 50% off, Freedom Moguls t-shirt swag, lifestyle assessment resources, our digital manuals, and the newest mobile wholesaler training and InstaBiz bonus, which is an $11,181 value. That's right, I'm talking all of that for less than a price of a chicken dinner at Olive Garden. You could be coached and mentored by a community of successful investors, private money lenders, other six-figure freedom heirs, and myself. And I personally moderate this group and personally answer every single question. You're also going to get access to my live training calls, and all of this for 47 bucks. I'm giving you a 30-day trial. So if you don't see the value, you can cancel before your credit card statement's even due. So it's like getting private training for free for 30 days. If you like it, you stay in the family, and then you pay the monthly subscription. But trust me, I guarantee you're going to want to stay. After that, it costs just 197 bucks a month. But I'm letting you jump in here for pretty much free. And if you don't like it for any reason, you can cancel before your statement is even due. So you can get in the club, join the mastermind community for zero out of pocket. Now, I have an idea of how many members I can handle at once until it becomes time consuming. And if it turns out that it's less than 100 members, then I will stop it there immediately. See, there is over 10,000 subscribers seeing this opportunity right now, so be assured this will fill up. I'm asked on a daily basis, hey Justin, can I get your help on something real quick? Can you answer me this question? Or how do I meet other successful investors? I get this asked all the time. So I know this is gonna fill up quickly. Here's a recap of everything you get right now. I'm giving you mobile wholesaling and InstaBiz membership. That's a $647 value. Yours right now for free. Okay? Then the live training calls, live events, the t-shirts, the life assessments, the digital manuals, and access to private community, all right now for 47 bucks. If you've been needing step-by-step personal help, right now is the opportunity. You could very well come back to this page tomorrow and it is completely shut down, and I will be removing this trial price. It's going back to the $197 a month as soon as this trial offer special maxes out. So let's be very clear here. I have no interest in your 47 bucks. $47 doesn't even really show up on my radar, to be completely honest. What I am looking for is the interaction with other like-minded investors so that we can grow together. Please know this. If you are a negative Nancy who looks for problems over solutions, please do not join. If you lack ethics and don't want to add value to your fellow freedom moguls, we will pull you off immediately. This is for people that want to start getting results quickly by joining a private community, a family, to both receive and give for the common goal. Look, I understand that if you are new to the real estate wholesaling or investing business, you may not be aware of just how important it is to have this personal support from the community, to be able to have your questions answered by real investors, to get pointed in the right direction to help you avoid going the wrong way. But just ask anyone who has bought more than one real estate course, and they will tell you just how critical it is. Look, imagine just 1 month from now, by you having experienced wholesalers behind you, an army of people supporting you, you will have bypassed all of the mistakes, the thousands of dollars that all of us have accumulated wasted in time, blood, and sweat, avoiding wrong turns and wasted time so that you can get straight to the destination faster and quicker. How's that going to help your bottom line? How would that help your finance? How's that going to help the relationships with your family so that you can start providing the way that you know you can and want to? How's that going to help with the people that depend on you? How's that going to be for you in your dreams? Look, no more worrying about paycheck to paycheck. No more reading the prices on the menu. Things are going to change for you right now. Imagine a life where you can finally have the support that you need to have a real business with dependable checks coming in on a daily basis, and finally have the time freedom and the financial freedom to do the things that you've been wanting to do. Click the add to cart button below right now. Right now is your chance to get in on this. Look, Einstein defined insanity as one who does the same thing over and over expecting a different result. You would be insane to not get personal support from 6- and 7-figure real estate investors and potentially for nothing out of pocket. We're giving you the opportunity to go for a test trial, get coached in the virtual mastermind, join the live masterclass calls, get all the resources for 30 days, and then refund the special $47 trial price before your statement's even due. Why even charge the $47? Well, it is well documented, including a recent article from Forbes, that you are more likely to take action and get results when you have skin in the game. And I want you to get results so that you stay. Simple. Click the add to cart button below right now before I pull the plug on this. Now look, for those of you who've already signed up, you probably already got an email from my assistant, Jen. She's going to be sending you more instructions on how to get access to the secret virtual mastermind and how to get on our weekly live training calls. She's also going to be asking you your shirt size because we're going to be hooking you up with some bad to the bone Freedom Mogul t-shirts and gear because this is a movement. We are Freedom Moguls. We are a community of freedom-seeking, successful real estate investors and ambassadors that together, our singular mission is to advance each other and every one of our members so that everybody can live their ideal lifestyle. The more like-minded real estate investing freedomaires that we help, the more we all grow our businesses together. This is not about me. This is about you and finally getting the help that you need to get that first deal done. No more books and tapes. All you got to do is click the add to cart button below right now, and I look forward to personally meeting and helping you.